Jubilee Study Centre has now grown from being a backyard study centre with less than 5 children, now with over 200 students, most of them orphaned, vulnerable and living under difficult circumstances. Provision of education is a child's right, and Jubilee Study Centre continues to help school dropouts back to school despite the difficult social, economic and political environment in Zimbabwe.
My name is Chinoda, a volunteer teacher at Jubilee Trust Academy, where I'm teaching pupils various subjects. Actually, the pupils that we have here at this trust are those that are less privileged, and especially orphans. The thing is, I borrowed the idea from the man, Mr. Deshe, who is the founder of the trust itself, orphans and the less privileged. And actually, he asked me if I could volunteer. Then, to me, I saw it a great honor for me to be one of the volunteers, even though I'm looking for a formal work. Actually, I saw it very worthwhile for me to nurture these children's minds, like we are doing right now. But actually, as a trust we are facing, I realized there are various problems that we are still facing, most of which can actually be avoided or overcome through funding, which we are not going to be shy to ask from those who are willing, those who are given that heart by the Almighty to help, so that this school becomes just like any other school that we know in this world, will be mostly thanked. Actually, the problem is that we are still learning in the open, actually under a shade. And it gives us various problems because we have to bring out the chairs to every day, books, we have to lock them in every day, and the pupils have to be looked after in a way that the other class nearer to them will be able to learn well. So the problem is that if we can find the financial funding actual financial assistance that we are longing for, then we can be in a position to be formally registered, after which the trust will be able to develop structures which can meet the needs of the children. For example, the children will be able to have their lessons in classrooms away from the rigors of this harsh weather which is prevalent in these days. Then the school can also be able to, the trust can also be able to buy like computers, so that the children will also be educated in a way that goes with the trends. Like nowadays, you can see that there is technological advancement. So if they can be able to have a bit of time with the computer, then it means they'll be able to cope within the environment that is prevailing as of these days. Another thing that is of crucial importance here is if we can have the books. Right now, the teacher only can have a single textbook for a certain subject. So this gives the teacher a very great difficulties as far as lesson delivery is concerned. So we are appealing to those well-wishers so that they can help the school with books. Books, I mean, as of now, Form 1s, Grade 1s, any book that can be read by any school-going people is of great value to us for the time being. So this is one of the things that we are facing as a problem here. Another challenge is that if it were that these structures like classrooms are built, after being funded just like that, we actually understand that lesson delivery will be enhanced, especially where these chalkboards are concerned. Yes, we are starting from the bottom, so we are talking about chalkboards, even though some schools are talking about whiteboards, you see. So we will be content with just having chalkboards, where we know our work is going to be presented well on the chalkboard, so that the people, if they are to copy, if they are to revise later, they will be able to do all those things without any problems. Because right now our boards are being put on top of chairs, just imagine. But we are not losing hope. We know they are gaining something out of that.
My name is Lillian Chivaka, Bromedian Chivaka. I'm teaching here to Jubilee Study Centre. I'm teaching science, accounts, English and geography, both Form 1 and Form 3s. But there are big challenges that we are facing here. As you look, first, our premise, we are in the one shed, both primary and secondary schools. Only students are only sitting on chairs, no any other school desk or tables. So when writing, especially my subjects like science, geography and accounts, there are some notes that need to be taken by students. But for them, even for me as a teacher, to do my job clear, it's hard because we don't have boards, we don't have where to write notes. Even children, for taking notes down, it's hard for someone just sitting on a chair, no table, no what, writing, putting the book on his legs or her legs, it's hard. We are meeting other problems like textbooks. There's no enough textbooks. Even for us teachers' corps, it's hard. Sometimes we give children information from our head, from experience back we have on that subject. Like science, we need apparatus, we need a lab, so that we can give full information to a student. We can represent to them what we are saying, especially when doing experiments. But it's hard, we have nothing. Even a cylinder, even a test tube, we don't have anything to show them. So we are best sometimes using one textbook, both teacher and children. So we are appealing to help us. Even on subjects like accounts, we are facing challenges of books. Those books needed, like in doing accounts, students are now writing their work on normal exercise books, which is not good. We are supposed to teach them on exact books like ledger books, cash books, so that they can know the design of material we used in accounts. English, it's more than worse. We don't have textbooks. So sometimes we end up teaching children from our head, no plan books, no syllabuses, no any other material which will be helpful for children. So we are appealing to the donors and well-wishers to help us. And another challenge is that most of our students are from less privileged families. Sometimes they come to school not feeding, no food, not taking anything. So for him or for her to concentrate on schoolwork, it will be hard. And for me as a teacher, even to keep on pressing or pushing him or her to listen to the lesson, it will be hard because no food. Some of them, even clothing, like here, it's now winter season. Some, they don't have even shoes. They are coming on barefoot to school. No materials. The family is very poor that they cannot even afford to buy a pencil of 10 cents for the child so that he or she can be able to write. So we are facing a big challenges that even to express our information to the school children, it will be hard because no way to write, no way, even books for them to read and understand even the topic we have covered or the topic we want to cover. There's no written information for them. We are based on head and face to face. academy, which is very hard for us.
Hi, my name is Ezo Kangoma. I'm a Form 3 student. I'm the head girl of this school. We could really appreciate it if our school could have our own stand where we could, every grade or every form could have its own classroom, and we could appreciate if we could have labs like science labs, computer labs, where when it is a science lesson, we could go to the science lab. When it is a computer lesson, we can go to the computer lesson. We could appreciate it if we could, if each student could have his or her own computer and own textbooks. As we are developing our school, we are disturbed by many things. There are noises in each classroom where it can disturb us. We could not concentrate from the teacher. We could not hear what the teacher is talking about. And as students, we are too close from houses. We could hear songs, music, which will be heard by the others from the neighbors. We could really appreciate it if we could have our own stand, that every grade or every form could have its own classroom, and we could have our grounds where we could do our sports there. Thank you.
Okay.
Some of the girls of my age, they are facing many challenges, like they are having unwanted pregnancies, or they are having pregnancies that does not even have the father of the child. And as girls with my age who are coming here, they are even able to study. They can study and understand what the teacher is talking about. Some of them, they haven't been gone to school. They are just starting from here, from when he or she turns 5 years. He or she hasn't been going to school, and she has started through this school, which has been built like a welfare school. The price is very cheap, and there isn't any parent who could not afford the school fees. Thank you. When this school started, there were not even many children. We could say our school is only about 10 or 15 people, but now we can be 50, 60 people, and we have been growing. As I am in Form 3, when we started, we were only 3, and now we are 20.
My name is Chuat Ford. I live in Dzivarasekwa 3. Right. Pachikoro pedu ndoshuvirawo kuti tingakwanise kuva nemaclassrooms akakwana, mabooks, uyezve hatina malaboratory rooms ekuti tikwanise kunge tichiitira maexperiments edu ekusainzi. Hatinazve madheks tinonyorera pamakumbo, tachikumbira madheks. Uyezve hatina nzvimbo yekuti tinge tichikwanisa kuitira masports pachikoro. Patinodzidzira pazvino tikudzidzira pachechi. Hatina matoilets akakwana, toshandisa matoilets maviri chete chikoro chese. Ndinoshuvirawo kuti tikange tiwanewo zvinhu zvakadaro. Uyezve kumacomputers hatina makombiyuta anenge akawanda sezvimwe zvechikoro. Hatina matextbooks akawanda kuti tinge tinyorera. Vamwe vedu vazhinji vanokwanisa kuunderstanda work through vaverenga matextbooks. Hatina matextbooks akawanda kudaro. Uyezve pachikoro pedu havanyanyo kuda hawo mari yeschool fees tere. Havasi padhimandi nemari yeschool fees. Vamwe vakomana vazhinji vakugara mabhiriji vachiputa mbanje vachimwa bhurungu, vasiri kuziva kuti zvavari kuita vari kukanganisa upenyu hwavo. Vari kushaya mukana wekuti vange vachidzidza. Pachikoro panapa indoona sekuti pari free kuti vange vachidzidzawo, nokuti havasi padhimandi nemari tere.
My name is Denzel Robert. I'm 13 years old. I live in Dzivarasekwa 2 in Chitombo Street at 2857 house number. The challenges we're facing at this school that we doesn't have desks, we write on our laps, and we doesn't have enough shed. We need classrooms, and we need some sports uniforms, and we also need even some lab desk for us to write, because we are writing on our legs or down, and it doesn't have some good chalkboards. We get some chalks, we doesn't have some of these things like that. So some of the students here are not serious at school, but they are killing their life. They didn't know that even some children in the streets what they are doing is bad, completely bad. And we learn under the school, under the church, under the church, this is roof. So we doesn't understand each other. We always misunderstood each other. And we have got some less teachers. We doesn't have many teachers here at the school.
My name is Primrose Volunteer. I live in Dzivarasekwa 2 and I learn at Jubilee Study Centre. Isu zvinhu zvatikonyanya kuda pachikoro pedu tikuda ma-library, ma-textbooks, ma-shona novels, tikuda ma-laboratory, ma-computers. Tikushirawo tide mumwe nemumwe awana computer yake kuti agone kunoitawo ma-e-lab ma-computers. Then pachikoro pedu tikuda ma-grounds ekutambira ma-sports, ekuitira ma-sports. Then tikuda ma-uniform ema-sports. Tikuda mabhuku akanyatsokwana noti vamwe vedu havana mabhuku akakwana, even ma-uniforms vamwe vasati vane ma-uniforms akakwana. Especially ma-books, ma-desks, ndozvinhu zvatisina stereki. Ma-desks, ma-bench nema-chairs, ndozvinhu zvatisina stereki. Kuya paJubilee Study Centre kwakanakira kuti havasi pa-demand for money. Havasi kunyanya demanda nyaya yemari zvoti kana usina mari mubereki anokwanisa kutaura nema-teachers kuti mwana atise adzidze. And especially girls vazhinji vari kumitiswa nenyaya yekugara mumastreets, yekusaenda kuchikoro. Sa vamwe totokurudzirawo kuti vamwe ngavaitese vasina kuwanirwa mari yokuti vauya kuchikoro vakwanisawo kuuya kuchikoro. Nekuti ma-teachers edu anokwanisa kutaura nevabereki vedu vane ogona kuenda kuchikoro.
I am 13 years old. I am a boy. I learn at Jubilee Study Centre. Problems that we are facing learning outside, not in classes, is that dust, more dust, and we are too excited so that each other cannot learn well. But noises from infants, grade 1s, will be irritating form 1s. So we need help so that we can have our own classes and our own field grounds so that we can able to do some sports. And our school needed a science laboratory so that we can be learning what others are learning, so that we can be more experienced in how things are done. We need textbooks. We just only have one textbook for each subject, so we are needing those textbooks again. And boards and chalks, these are another problems. We are having a problem of giving each other boards and chalks, so we need some boards and chalks. We also need some computers so that we can have a computer lessons.
Okay. My name is Faith Mtekeza. I live in Dzivarasekwa Extension and I'm Form 1 at Jubilee Study Centre. At our school, I don't have many toilets. I have 2 toilets at our school. So I want to help at our school. Yeah, my sports, I started working my sports pachikoro pedu. My desks pachikoro pedu hatina. Hatisatava nenzvimbo yechikoro yakakwana. Tichiri kudzidzira muno paspecial tiri muchechi. Tiri kudawo standard yechikoro. Yeah. My textbooks hatina akakwana.
My name is Otilia Gonda. I live in Dzivarasekwa 2. I learn at Jubilee Study Centre in Dzivarasekwa 2. At our school we have we are many, and at our school we are many, and we are not in our own place. We need to, and we are not at our own place, but we just need desks, books, classrooms, and everything that is possible.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.